Hello, my name is Carla, and in this video I will show you how I create my website. My website is called J&K and is a portal dedicated to offering a unique experience in tattoo services with unique and original designs. That includes 5 pages: the main page, a shop page, a gallery, an About Us page, and a contact form. The main page presents a variety of designs of the most popular tattoos in this part, and uses an effect when you hover over the images. It is using an effect to zoom the images and to rotate them. This allows users to get a detailed view of each design without clicking, improving their browsing experience. And I have done this using a small transition in the scale. It is called transform, which produces a zoom effect. And I use a scale also to show this effect when hovering. The buttons in my page has been designed to be more than just links. They change their appearance when you hover over them, which adds an interactive and fun dimension. So they have this animation when you hover over them. This was done by defining properties such as padding, border radius, background, and text colors, and a small transition with changing the background color and applying transformation effects, the rotate and scale, when hovering the mouse over the buttons. I also use an animation called bounce, using keyframes to give a bouncing effect to the headers, the H2. So the headers will be jumping indefinitely. And in general, the navigation on my website is very simple and direct, with clear links and a layout that ensures users can quickly access important sections of the page from any device. The colors I select complement the tattoo theme and vibe of the studio, with vibrant hues that highlight the designs without being overwhelming. The Let's Start Shopping section features a list of products with images, titles, and prices, making it easy for users to navigate and make purchasing decisions. I use the zoom scale effect on images, and the title color change when hovering, and this improves the visual experience and user interactivity. A transformation effect was applied to the price of products. Hovering over the price rotates and scales the element. So if you hover the image, the title of the image is changing the color. And also if you hover the price, it will do this animation. I also have a gallery, and this page includes a gallery of available tattoos that includes a zoom effect on the images in the gallery when the cursor hovers over them, so you can see here. This allows a more detailed view of the designs. Clicking on the image restores the original brightness through brightness filter. So if you can see now, you can see a lot of pixels. When you hover the image, you can see the image very clear. The page has an About Us section that includes a little information about the author and the tattoo studio. I use a bounce animation effect in the headers, creating an alternative streaky movement. The designs use primarily neutral colors for text and dark backgrounds to hide specific elements, improving readability and hiding images and buttons. I also have a Contact Us form. This contains a form with fields for name, email, phone number, query, and a terms and conditions box. I also create this button to submit. This part I will show you the JavaScript, how I create my form. Well, it all starts with an initialization phase of the form element and its inputs field via document get element by ID form, and also the document query selector all for input. There is a function to validate individual form fields based on the defined regular expressions. This function is activated when an event occurs, such as greeting text in a field key-up or clicking outside the field blur. I also set error message associated with each field to guide the user through the input requirements. Each form field has a specific validation associated with it. Verify the name field contains only text, that the email field is properly formatted, that the phone number fields contain only numbers and it's 9 or 10 digits long, and that the query field has a maximum of 50 characters. This was done with the help of regular expressions in this. I also create an error messages to tell the user which field needs to be corrected if the form is not completed correctly. A general error message is displayed if the form is not completed correctly before being submitted. Even listeners are added to form fields to trigger validation when text is entered or exits from the field. So we can see here. In addition to validation, a mechanism is implemented to provide visual feedback to the user that includes changes to icons and enabling success or error messages to indicate that the status of the form after it is submitted. In general, this script is responsible for ensuring that the data entered by the user in the contact form meets certain criteria before submitting and provide visual message to indicate if the information is correct or if there are errors that need to be corrected. And here I can show you my CSS. So basically here I'm resetting the margin, padding, borders, and general style of the page. And here I'm removing the underline text that is always in this part. Okay, I use this animation to change the background of my page. The initial background and then the transition as the final color. Here I have all the feature of the body. And I also add animation for the logo, this part. So my logo is going to be rotating all the time. And I did this with the animation, pulse rotate. I also use the animation bones in this for the headers. And this says that it's going to jump the 10 pixels. In this case, they are going to be jumping. Here I'm stealing the popular content and the images. So I'm adding the transitions. Here. This is a transition of color. And the scales to rotate the images when you hover them. This is the transition that I use for the images in the gallery. In this way, I will change the brightness of the photos when you hover them. And I also change all the features of all the buttons, so they have all of them. They have the same features. Here I set all the features for the contact form, and here is all the error messages will be in red. So we can see now here, if I type my name correctly, it will be validated. But if I type a number, it will show an error message. Also, if I validate, here I can write correctly. If I validate my email, if I didn't write any dot or at, it would be show an error message. And in this case, they have to be 9 or 10 numbers. And here you can write your query. And remember always this box. And that's it. In case you write something wrong, this will show an error message. And it will be show this message. It's everything. Thank you.